Hi, this is Sue Stinson again, and I just wanted to show you some of these little miracle workers called worms. They are just wonderful. Here's some right here. This is a really nice one. Oh, he's good. He's a wiggler. Oh, he wants to get away. He doesn't want me to bother him. You see all this ground down here? That's worm dirt. Actually, worm poopy. These worms work down in the ground, no matter what soil you've got. As long as you've got them covered, they like cover. They like to hang out in the leaves, under wood. In fact, here's a big mountain of cut wood that my husband cut up from a tree that had fallen in our yard from the neighbors. And the worms are thick under there. I hope not a snake, but yeah, they could be in there too. But I had just put some of these boards down from when we redid our floor to cover the ground so that we could get these worms in here. And I have taken the worm dirt and the worms and then put them around in my plants and in my garden, and so they could help amend the soil. We have that old nasty red clay, and I guess it's good for something. It has some minerals in it, but it is really not very good to dig in, and it's just so heavy that it doesn't drain well, and it's really hard for the roots to spread out in it because it's just like a clay pot when it gets hard. So we use these little miracle workers here to do their work in the garden and amend the soil for us. We're poor. We can't afford all this stuff that you put in the garden, so we use what God gave us. These beautiful little creatures here. Let me see if we can find some more. Oh, yeah. And I think they're hiding. See, they're kind of shy. They don't like the light very well. That one is going to try to get down in the ground as soon as he can find him a spot, or he'll make a hole and get into it. You know, some people have worm farms. I do have some buckets I'll show you where I've got worms working because I want to have like some winter garden and be able to cover it with plastic. I'm hoping that that will work. I'll just try different things. And there's a worm right there, and he's hiding. Let me see if I can scoot back some of this worm dirt here. And there's some more crawling around. And most of these are red wigglers. I had put them in the garden a while back, and they've multiplied. Was a few years ago. They've multiplied and gone everywhere. Some of them are probably the grays, but there's lots of species of worms. Here's another one. You can also find worms when it rains. If you go look on the roads, you just gather them up in the bowl or something, bucket, whatever you have, and bring them to your yard. But usually they're all over the place. Just cover bits of the yard with, you know, some wood or some old flooring, some cardboard boxes. That's what cardboard sheeting does. It gets the worms in there working. Anytime you want to have a garden, just lay down some cardboard. The worms will come. They'll start working. You can give them some old dry grass to eat, some wood chips, some leaves or whatever, and they'll go crazy. They'll love it and make you some wonderful garden spots. This is Sue Stinson, Country Garden Gal. I'm going to cover them back up. Subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.